Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we're going to be talking about en passant. En passant is a French word that means to pass, and it is one of the special moves. So we have three special moves: en passant, pawn promotion, and castling. And this is going to be about the pawn. Now, when we are moving the pawn, everybody, our pawn can go two steps as we know. But when the white pawn goes to the fifth rank, this is important. When a white pawn is on the fifth rank, and at any time, if a black pawn goes right next to it in two steps, but it has to be right next to our pawn. Now, we can actually capture this black pawn, like that. So, this is the only special rule that we capture a piece and we don't land in that square. And this only works for pawns against pawns, meaning if uh, if there was another piece like a bishop in the square, we cannot capture that bishop like that. Okay, this is only for the pawns. Now, if black pawn moved to d5, we could also capture that black pawn just like that. But again, everybody, this is a special move, so we have to. If you want to capture this pawn, you actually have to capture it right now. If we play something else, like if you move your knight and black moves their knight, now we no longer can capture that black pawn like this. For en passant to work, we have to capture the opponent's pawn right when they move it two steps up. So, for example, if they actually push the pawn here one step and they moved it to here in the next step, this wouldn't work to do en passant because they actually went one by one. So for en passant to work, they have to go two steps right next to our pawn. And for the white pawn, this has to be in the fifth rank on this number 5 line. Now, for black, this would be actually the fourth line. Let's say the black pawn goes to the fourth rank, everybody. Now, if a black pawn is on the fourth rank and a white pawn goes two steps and lands right next to this pawn, it can be either this b pawn or the d pawn right now. We can, as black, capture this white pawn as if it only went one square. So this is the en passant rule. It's a French word that I probably mispronouncing, but this is a special rule, everybody. If you want to capture this pawn, you have to capture it right in that turn. If you do something else and then your opponent plays something, we can no longer do en passant. Now, for example, we don't capture it and then the opponent pushes this pawn, we move our pawn. Now, let's say white moves their b pawn to b4. Now, in this position, we can capture that white pawn, but only the b pawn because the b pawn just went up two squares. But we cannot capture, everybody, the d pawn. So this is the en passant rule. If you like the video, everybody, please like it and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.